For those following the journey on YouTube and Facebook, you'll already have seen that on day one I set off from Torquay and I visited 6 bells in the South Wales valleys to visit the Guardian Memorial Miner statue. This video is separately listed on YouTube, as is my visit to Brecon, which is where I spent my first night and visited during the second day. So if you haven't seen those, pop over and take a look. And on this video I'm going to concentrate on days 3, 4 and 5 and the trips I made on those days. Morning guys, it's day 3 and today we've just arrived at the Elan Valley Visitor Centre. Around the car park there's some mechanical equipment and some statues. One interesting statue just coming up is dedicated to Percy Shelley, the poet. Apparently in 1811 he walked all the way here from Sussex to visit his uncle and then returned the following year with his new wife.
And as always, these two are eager to get going, and oh wow, that looks pretty impressive.
This is the first of the 6 dams in the Elan Valley. They were built from 1883 and the last one wasn't actually finished until 1953, and they supply water to Birmingham. The dams are built around 2 rivers, the Clare and the River Elan, and this whole area also has dark sky status.
You can get an idea what these two are like. I've actually slowed this video down. I've also turned the noise level down as the sound of the water is deafening.
I'll just give you an idea of the sound. There's a road running around the entire 6 dams, only 5 of which were ever completed. The final dam, which was Dolomennock, never was. And there are also some pretty good walking trails around the area, some of which are laid out to paths. Enough of me waffling on, I'm just going to let you enjoy the views now. Just to say, the little tower in the distance is actually one of the main control hubs that actually sorts out the water being pumped to the aqueduct, which runs all the way from here to Birmingham.
Okay, I found my favourite Highland cows in Wales. If you've enjoyed the video, please give it a thumbs up, which is a like, to let us know you've enjoyed it, and please subscribe. And last night when we left the Elan Valley, we travelled to Aberystwyth, where we parked up on the seafront for the night because although motorhomes and camper vans are not allowed, it says nothing about cars. Hi guys, and just behind me is Aberystwyth Castle, and we're going to be having a little wander around there with the doggies in a minute. And the castle is right on the seafront, so not far from where we were parked up last night. And we're just going to walk up around the castle path, which is just off the seafront. Lovely. This is my typical setup of trying to get a photo of Ted and Lolly. Right, neither look at me, one looks at me, other looks at me, never both look at me. You're all mucky. Oh, Ted. Ted, are you all mucky too? So this looks as though it would have been the main entrance. We've got a cannon, and on the other side of the entrance another cannon. And it's very windy here on the coast, and we've got a sundial here, but obviously no sun at the moment. And a good view of the War Memorial Monument, and stretching out along the seafront pier in the distance. And this area, incorporating the children's play park, used to be an ancient cemetery, and I think rather a nice thing that they did wasn't just to level it and take away the headstones, but they have incorporated all of the old headstones into the retaining walls around the edge of the park. And the tide's right up now. The building you can see with all the scaffolding used to be the old college, and it's all being renovated and repurposed. And the next shot will show you how I spend most of my time: untangling dogs from lampposts. And as we walk up into the town, I don't only find an ice cream parlour, but one with a big pink cow in the window. Lolly, no! And this is Lolly encountering a dustbin on the side of the road. If you're enjoying my videos, please give them a thumbs up, that's a like, as that helps us to grow on YouTube, which is quite difficult. But our subscribers are increasing slowly, so if you haven't already, also click the subscribe button, and I'll see you in the next one. Hi guys, it's a wet Wednesday morning in Wales, and I'm off to Devil's Bridge. So we're in through the entrance to be greeted by a gargoyle, and another obstacle, metal steps, which neither Ted nor Lolly like. Good boy, good girl. Come on. There's a free car park, and it's just £2 to do the Three Bridges walk down to the Punchbowl. The trail starts off with a walk to the viewing platform, where there are some old posters of Devil's Bridge and a piece of old balustrade from the original 1901 bridge. And we get our first glimpse of the three bridges, built one on top of each other, and of the waterfall. And as you begin to descend the slope down into the gorge, you get a better view of the bridges. And an attempt to make a little fairy garden. So we're back in the car. I've spent nearly an hour washing the mud off these two little horrors. Okay, well, I think that was worth the effort. It was a lovely view of Devil's Bridge. I've just made some coffee and I'm doing some crumpets. The car's warmed up. The dogs are now dry. Ted's in his favourite spot looking out of the window, and they've just had some lunch. Good girl. So this afternoon, on my way driving north, I've paid a visit to the aqueduct at Llangollen, and disappointingly it wasn't advertised as being closed, but it is. There's some construction work in progress. You can't walk out onto the aqueduct, but you can take a little walk under it. So I'm just looking at the boats that are all moored up on the canal, and then we'll take a walk. And unfortunately, that's the best view that we're going to get of it today.